In this tutorial, we're going to make an Art Deco inspired case for our 5.5 piano. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is Google Art Deco and go to videos, and I want you to watch this Art Deco in 9 minutes. Okay, that should give you lots of inspiration about the kind of styling and things like that. Okay, from that, if I do a quick Google search of just Art Deco, okay, and click on images, and I'm kind of looking through here these sort of patterns. Okay, so we might be able to try and incorporate some of these patterns into our box or our case. Also, if I go to Art Deco box, that might give me some other little clues about what kind of things they look like. So again, these nice little patterns, so we can maybe have a go at doing a raised pattern on the top. That seems to be quite popular. Quite a lot of them seem to have little feet on them as well. So if I have a look, here's a little foot there on the boxes. So I think we'll maybe have a go again. Another one there. Okay, the little box there. So we're going to use a couple of little design clues. Okay, to see if we can kind of have a go. Quite like the look of that one actually, with the circle up here. Okay, sort of separate sections, bits going in and coming out of the way. I think that might be quite nice actually. So I'm just having a look through. Again, you can see the little feet here on the bottom seem to be quite a prominent thing. Again, another one there. Okay, another one here. Okay, so we're going to have a go at making a case, and when we've finished with it, we'll kind of come back and we'll kind of Art Deco-fy it. Okay, so to start with, let's have a think. This is the board that we've actually got. Okay, and we need to design something that's going to fit into. Okay, so first of all, let's open up SolidWorks, and we're going to start a new part. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the actual piano. Okay, just to give us an idea of kind of scale and things like that, of how things are going to fit round there and how it's going to look. Okay, so I'm going to start a sketch. I'm going to do this on the top plane. I'm going to draw a rectangle. Always start drawing from that center dot there, and then we know we're going to get fully defined. Okay, and let me just check the measurements. As far as I'm aware, let's have a look. What does it say on here? Here we go. So it tells us here the PCB is 20 by 50 by 2. Okay, so that's our starting point. Okay, so let's grab Smart Dimensions. I'm going to get that top line there, and I'm going to make that 150 millimeters. Now, because this is the first time I've typed anything in, I'm going to say 150 mm just to be sure. Okay, now what I will do now is just check in this corner that says mmgs. If it doesn't, and this has changed to some strange number here, feel free to go to there, change it to mmgs. You will need to go back to sketch, click on the top line, and that should take you back to there. Okay, if it's gone a bit strange, but hopefully we should now say 150 up there and mmgs down there. Okay, next, this side here should be 20. Okay, and at which point you can see I'm fully defined. All right, remember when we draw a shape, we draw it, and then we make sure it's fully defined the best that we can. Okay, now the key feature here are going to be the 3 holes that are going to be our mounting holes. So on the board, let's see if we can find a picture of it so you can see. There you go. There's the 2 holes here and the hole there. Okay, now that's going to be that they're actually through the board on purpose for us to be able to mount them. So my idea is that we're going to have the 3 holes there. The bottom plate is actually going to have 3 sort of tubes that are going to stick up, and the board can fit over the top of that, and then the top will just fit on. So it'll just sort of a little push to fit. Okay, we're going to give it a go and see what happens. Okay, so let's make some holes. So grab the circle. And let's zoom in here. Okay, so I'm just do one there and one there, and we're going to put one over in the center about there. Okay, so let's make all of these first of all 3 mil. And 3 mil. And again 3 mil. So I'm just grabbing the outside line, clicking 3. Because that's what we use. We use 3 mil screws and nuts and bolts, things like that. So that's why that's been designed so that they'll fit through nicely. Okay, in terms of measurements, okay, I'm kind of guesstimating this a little bit. I reckon that's going to be, looks like it's quite close to the edge. So let's go and about there. So smart dimension, so from the center dot to the edge, I'm going to say is 10. And I'm going to bring this bit up here to there. I'm going to try, let's try 4, see how that looks. No, I think it needs to be smaller. Let's go to 3. Let's try 2. Yeah, okay, that looks about right to me. Notice that this one, the circle here, is now gone all black because it's fully defined, because it's got these 3 dimensions on there, so it does that. So I can do the same with this one. So from center there to there is 10, and from the edge is 2 mil. Okay, so that's one end sorted. So now we need to go to the other end. Now this time it looks like it's a bit more, so I'm going to say it's probably about 20 away. So let's go over here. Just using the mouse wheel to roll in and out. And from center dot to there, I'm going to say is 20. And then this needs to be to the center. So from the top to the bottom, that's going to be 10. So it's right in the middle of my 20. Okay. And that's now happy. So if I look down here, it says fully defined. Okay, so I need to go exit the sketch because I need to make it have a body, so it's actually got sort of thickness, if you like. So I'm going to go to click on sketch 1, go to features, extrude, and I'm going to say 2 mil, enter, enter. Okay, so this is going to be my PCB. Alright, now just to make it stand out a little bit more, what I am going to do is select it, go to the appearance over here, little beach ball, and then go into there. I'm looking for green plastic if I can find. Let's try low gloss, if that'll do, and a green. Let's double click there. There you go. So I've got that as my PCB, so I can see that that's my PCB as opposed to the rest of the case. Alright, let's save that. So to save it, I need to go to, that's a bit strange, I seem to have lost my saving things. Strange. Okay, I'm just going to go Control and S to save. Hopefully you can see File and Save As. And I'm going to call this the Piano PCB. Okay, so we'll have 3 parts, top, bottom, and then this will fit in the middle just to make sure that everything fits on there. Okay, now what might be useful is also to put some of the buttons in, okay, or some of the things that are sticking out the way. Okay, so just to give us an idea, the buttons are going to fit along here. Okay, there is a speaker here as well. So, what do we want to add these in? Yeah, let's add some of these bits and pieces in. Okay, it's just going to help us make sure that everything fits to there. Okay, so I'm going to click on this surface here and go back to Sketch. Okay, and there's a circle. I want to go to circle here. Okay, and I'm going to draw in, this is the little adjuster. Okay, so that fits there, right in the center, and it's quite big, it kind of overlaps like that. Okay, alright. In terms of dimensions, let's round that up. That looks like it's almost 9, isn't it? So let's make that 9. So there's a radius of 9. Okay, let's go to Smart Dimensions just so it's happy. Yeah, it does say 18, that's fine. Okay. Do we need anything else on there? Now, just having a quick look. At the same time, the buttons are about the same height, so I'm going to draw on there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons. Okay, so let's grab the rectangle tool. Okay, and I'm going to go to about, let's go, because on our one we're going to have, there's the speakers there, there's a little capacitor there, so we're going to start about here. So let's draw down here by here. Okay, now in terms of measurements, these will be 10 by 10 because that's literally what they're called, so that's going to be 10 by 10. Okay, that's strange. It seems to have known that it was a square. Okay, actually, now that I look at it, I don't think it is actually 10 by 10. I'm going to make that 12. That'll fit nicer. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so I'm just going to grab another one. Okay, and there, and another one. I should have 6 by the time I'm done. I'll have to do a bit of resizing, I think, at some point, but let's just chuck them all in, see how we get in. How is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One over here, 6. Okay, grab my smart dimensions. Now the spacing between them is just wider than a resistor. Now a resistor, I would say, is probably about 2 or 3 mil. So let's let's space that from there to there. I'm going to say that's 3 mil. Okay. We also, because they're still not happy, are they? You can still see this one is in blue. So let's see if we can maybe say how far is that from there to there. So if I do a quick calculation, from there to there is 20. Take away 12 would give me 8, and then half of 8 is 4. Okay, so that's dead in the center there. Let's just grow from there to that side again, and let's just round that up. So that's saying, let's make it 20. Okay, so you can see already that's gone black because that's happy, and now I can just go from here to here, and again just saying that's going to be 4, and let's make that 12 that way. Okay, and that's now happy, so I can go from here to here, and again make that 3. Now the idea of doing this is that these bits are going to be sticking up the way, just so we know how everything kind of fits together. Okay, and we'll do that with 12 as well. We're just working our way across for all 6 buttons, so that's going to be 3. And that over there is going to be 4. And sometimes you might find it easier if you're in the workflow doing one thing, then it's easy just to sort of go across and do all those. It really is up to you how you work with it. You're going that way, and then as long as kind of everything's kind of happy at the end. And we'll know it's happy because remember the colour will change, there'll be no blue lines, and also in that corner it should say fully defined. So let's bring this across by 3, and that across by 3. Okay. Now, does it know how big that is? Does it know how big that is? No. Okay, so these are asking me to give me dimensions that way as well. So I'm just clicking on there. I don't still quite know why that first one didn't seem to let me want to change it, but these ones are letting me change them. So I'm just going through now, and you can see the color change. So when I do that, it's happy. Okay, let's click away. What's not happy? Oh, okay. So they're all happy now. This bit here is not happy because it doesn't quite know where it is from the center to there. So let's make that 10. Okay, and then it needs to now know a dimension. So it knows the vertical. It knows how big its circle is. It needs to know how far it's going that way, which is about right by eye. So let's just say, what does that say that way? Now, how are we going to do to that line there? Okay, let's just round that to 4. Okay, there we go, fully defined. It's all happy. Right, let's quickly extrude that. So how do I do that? I go exit sketch, sketch 2, features extrude, and I'm going to extrude that by about 5 mil. Let's try 5 mil. Okay, and say okay. Alright, so there we go. We can see that's the edge of our shape. That's what we've got to kind of work around to make sure that nothing bumps into that. Okay. Right. Well done the first part. I'll see you. I'm just going to quickly save that, and I'll see you in the second part.